which again made me very happy because, like you said, I think we've got another contributor, and there's a plan already for them. The other benefit to this with Chatham Hall, if they like it and want to go to it, is that art piece they can do for, you know, with their students. They can go out there and pick the art, and it's just more Chatham Hall name and opportunity. But you can see the difference between the fitness court and the fitness studio. Right now, we went looking at the fitness court because it's smaller, a little more compact to get started, but the fitness studio, we're not cut out of that if the funding became available and we wanted to say, Chatham Hall came in and said, hey, we want to be in this, we're going to help with funding beyond just other grants, but we wanted to be a fitness studio. Aetna program, the National Council for Fitness, will roll us into the fitness studio plan.
Could you start off with the lower and
You
move
can.
to the others?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why I just said
Can we use our own contractors to build?
not for the installation, but for the concrete. we can.
It's basically a kit.
So this is where, kind of where we are in the process. Step 4, we're qualified for the grant, so that pre-application and the grant award has happened. Now it's whether they're looking at the build sites, we're waiting on Chatham Hall to come back and say what that funding, what their interest is and which site, that kind of guides us to which site, if we want to move forward with it. And then it becomes launching the local campaign if we want to move forward. There's grants out there everywhere from our local foundations to some USDA health and fitness style outdoor activity grants that we put in for it. I've reached out to a couple of those grants just to see what's available out there. But you see in the red, that's where we are again, where we are right now. So we got that award. It will take if the council decides to move forward with it, it will require a resolution, so that's the tool for telling them that we're accepting this and moving forward, and then you start working the funding piece.
What we have to get from Chatham Hall, and have they seen this all?
They have seen this, they have this, like I said, I'm waiting on their return information on
And
it, so.
expecting that short.
Questions, I am, I really. I didn't think they did it, we might see it Friday, but Chatham Hall's thing will come down to whether they feel they need to take it to their board or not. If the executive committee can decide it, then they're going to their leadership, so they're mulling it over right now. I'll get their questions. If their board has to do it, then we're pushed out to maybe September is their next board meeting.
If we were to recommend this, would you say we have a resolution ready to go to pass at the August 11th meeting?
If we are comfortable with that and going through it, yes. If we don't have information back from Chatham Hall, I would say wait till September. Only because that's really the big piece for us and the funding piece. I think if we're confident enough that we like it and we want to do it regardless, then yes, the resolution, I think it's a great opportunity for the town. I'm really hoping that piece in town, that piece of land in town is the way to go. The work so Aetna is really trying to get this into their 2025 program. So a resolution and us moving forward, raising the money, moving that piece, gets it into their 2025 program. They are aware that because we started this came to our awareness and the opportunity came up later in the year, really the 1st of July, second week of July, then they are ready, if need be, to push it into their 26. They work calendar year, where we're working budget year, but they are ready. We could push it into 26 if we have to. Again, if the council's ready for it and likes it, then I think it's a great thing to do. Resolution for August, yes, that just allows us to push forward with the program.
Let me play devil's advocate. I know the answer. Let's say we agree to this and it happens. Who's maintaining the property?
That actually if it happens, if that Chatham Hall, that becomes a piece of the memorandum of use or memorandum of agreement.
Okay.
On that maintenance piece.
We really can't do anything till Chatham Hall comes back to us, right?
Well, as far as picking the location, I mean, we're either gonna say, if we want it, we're gonna say, we've got 2 locations, regardless, we're happy for two locations.
They're both good places.
But our preference is X.
Yeah, ideally it needs to be in town, and if they wanna do something anyway, and it's right here, you know, I would go along with them, and they could help fund it, I guess. But I don't see any reason not to do this without Chatham Hall.
Well, they're both in the town limits, though. I mean, the property on the intersection of Prudent and Peach.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get any help if you go out there to the pickleball court. We won't have to fund the whole thing by ourselves.
There's a lot of foundations out there we go through. I'm agree with you, Bob. I think the better place and the opportunity for more engagement is definitely there at that in-town lot.
If they were planning on doing it anyway, this helps them too. I mean, they won't spend as much money as they need to, and we won't spend as much money from the whole program. It's right here in town. That's the only thing that makes any sense to me.
Either one works though, but the property at the Harrisville is already laid out where to go, sort of.
I don't see we can approve anything right here. I think maybe, at the council meeting, we could, inform everybody of this. And then by that time, probably Chatham Hall will have gotten back to us, and then we can maybe, vote on it at
Mr. Morris.
next meeting.
You don't know when the exactly channel will get back to us. It could be before August 11th, it could be after.
I have I'm expecting a call with Michelle on Elizabeth Tuesday on Thursday. So I'm hoping they were supposed to have their meeting earlier this week, and so on Thursday, I'll have a chat and see what.
Well, we decided to proceed though. I mean, we could say in a motion that we recommend this, but subject to approval from Chatham Hall. So if Chatham Hall gets back to us as what Mr. Morris is saying, we could have an August 11th agenda. If not, though, to wait after August 11th, we can do it September 10th.
Well, we really haven't ironed out any details. I mean, we just, in theory, we'd like to do it, and they can come back and tell us in theory they would like to do it with us, but who funds what? And, you know, when does it start? You know, and honestly, I think they have to take that to the board.
I'm not sure. I would think, but I don't know what
You know,
the discussion that we had on Saturday, standing out in the hot sun, at the back to school thing was like, we may or may not sure why. They have a little bit more leeway than some organizations have, so. Yeah.
Well, we can always come back to this later at a future committee meeting if necessary.
Yeah.
If that would be just recommend, let me just put this out here, see what you think, Bob, and other councilors here think, though, maybe just postpone this matter later until we get more work from Chatham Hall. If we do, we can either have this back in the committee or just send it to council and wait as a limbo. But I think, my personal opinion is I think we better just, let's keep talking about it, keep this in the committee for now.
good idea, but I think we still need some more information.
Well, that's what we're getting at, though, getting more information too, though, but I like this idea. It's still in early stages, and it would be nice to, either place, I think, either have it at Harris Field or just outside the town hall entrance, though, I think would be a good, great location. Now, I like shade, I think, personally, I like to have it in the shade, though, but that, either place I think is good.